Hey guys, welcome back to Andy's Dinosaur Reviews. We have some news, but before we get into that, I just want to take a minute and ask you guys, as always, if you are interested in this type of content, that you make sure you hit that subscribe button, as well as the bell next to it to be notified of every video I post here on the channel. And if you could do me a big favor, give me a thumbs up on this video. It helps the channel out every single time you do that. Anyway, on with the news. The very first thing that I have for you guys is actually from Marco Makes, Alex Kendrick, and the Kingdom Collection, as we have numerous images of one of their newest busts hitting the Kingdom Collection Etsy shop, and that is the Battle at Big Rock, or just Jurassic World style, Allosaurus. And man, they just continuously blow my mind with how good their models are. This is yet another incredible release on the part of the Kingdom Collection. When it comes to what a Jurassic World Allosaurus looks like, this is so spot on, it is ridiculous. And what's even cooler is that this is pretty much an exact take on the Battle at Big Rock version, because you can see on one side the eye is blinded, so again, really recreating that Allosaurus specifically. An insanely awesome bust, and it doesn't end here, as we actually have another bust here that is also hitting the Etsy shop of the Kingdom Collection very soon, and that is the Jurassic Park 3 female Velociraptor. They recently have released the male variant. Now we have the female, probably one of the most fan favorite versions of all of the Jurassic Park Raptors, and they now have both the male and female, or at least will soon have both the male and female up on the Etsy shop. Absolutely beautiful work. Again, the sculpt spot on, the paint spot on, everything is as perfect as it gets when it comes to anything created and released in the Kingdom Collection line. So if you are interested in picking some of these up, and I highly recommend the Kingdom Collection, because when it comes to Jurassic Park style busts, I don't think you're going to find any better anywhere else. You can check the link in the description, as I will have a link straight to the Kingdom Collection Etsy shop, where you can head on over there and purchase yourself some of these unbelievable busts right now. And then as far as the Jurassic World Imaginext line, a huge thank you goes out to both Josiah Leeton as well as Jurassic Wonder World on Instagram. They have shown off this image. This was a sighting of a Jurassic World Dominion figure in London. Don't really know what species exactly we're looking at there, but it's a pretty cool looking set, and if you are a fan of the Imaginext line, there is a lot coming out for the Imaginext line currently, and we actually also have this image here showing off what looks to be another of the baby Jurassic World Dominion figures. We now have, I think that is a Therizinosaurus. It's a little hard to see, but definitely looks to be. So a lot coming from the Imaginext line. Definitely a fan of some of the stuff I'm seeing here, and I really would like to get a hold of some of it and add these to my collection. The Imaginext figures sometimes, especially when it comes to the babies, are a little hard to find in my area, but hopefully I'll be able to locate them. And if you guys are interested, make sure you keep checking everywhere that you know sells the Imaginext line to score some for yourself. As far as Guilherme Bilinski Art goes, we also have a look at another of his upcoming Land Before Time releases. Not long ago I reviewed the Littlefoot figure. We now are going to have a Sarah entering the line. I know he has intentions of making the entire group over time, so that is insanely awesome if you're a fan of the Land Before Time, but this Sarah looks spot on to what she looks like in the Land Before Time, and as per usual, if it's created by Guilherme Bilinski Art, it's going to be nothing short of incredible. I also have found this image online showing off a Tyrannosaurus Rex model for Eofauna. I don't know for sure if this is like the final design for the model or what's going on here, but I'm honestly not a very big fan of it. I really don't like the pose. I don't know if maybe there's going to be more to it when we officially have it revealed. Maybe there's like a pterosaur or something it's snapping at, but as far as the pose goes, I'm not a big fan. I really don't think it looks all that good. Hopefully more will be revealed soon and we can start to get excited for it, because an Eofauna Tyrannosaurus sounds incredible to me, but as of right now, it's not something that's very high on my want list. And then as far as Creative Beast Studio and the Beasts of the Mesozoic goes, we have a look at the final fully painted version of the Old Buck Styracosaurus, and man, is that ever incredible. Talk about a striking Styracosaurus. I really can't wait to see the full gallery of this, but just from this image alone, I am absolutely flabbergasted by how beautiful this is. I really love the Ceratopsian series, and this is definitely a must-have if you ask me. Certainly something that will be added to my collection the moment it is available. And then as far as Rebor goes, we actually have a look at some size comparisons that we have here with the upcoming Triceratops King Trident, the figure we never expected to actually receive in comparison to the Tyrannosaurus back there. You can see that it is absolutely massive in size, but we also have a look over here at the Deinosuchus as well, showing off how beautiful and how large that is. And you can see in comparison to the Killer Queen back there, it is a very, very sizable model. So cannot wait to get both of these in my hands, both of these in my collection. Two fantastic models coming from Rebor. And then as far as Nanmu goes, we have a look at their Carnotaurus. They've given us a little bit of a sneak peek at their version 2 Carnotaurus, and it looks beautiful already. Of course, we'll see more as time goes on. We'll get a look at what the actual pose and everything will look like, but just this sneak peek has me insanely excited for it. I really was a big fan of their first Carnotaurus, but this one looks to be even better. And again, a Carnotaurus from Nanmu was amazing enough the first time. A Carnotaurus from Nanmu a second time is most definitely going to be one of my favorite all-time Nanmu releases. And then as far as Rods Random Work goes, we have a look at a new pose for his 1:1 scale Compsognathus, and I think it looks really nice, and I like the fact that he's creating numerous different poses for the figure, something that in my opinion is amazing, and also something that nobody has really offered in the past. We have had life-size, full-size Compsognathus figures from different companies previously, but we've never had somebody create numerous different poses, allowing you to kind of create your own Jurassic Park flock of compies, which is awesome. And he'll also be making it in different scales of 3/4, 1/2, and again 1:1 scales, so you'll be able to get different sizes for the different compies. More will be unveiled as time goes on, as well as ordering info, but as of right now I can say that that's definitely one of the coolest things going around in the dinosaur collecting community, is having the ability to potentially own an entire flock of compies in full size. And then as far as Sanctum Archaic Stories goes, we have a little bit of information on them, and the fact that previously their initial model was intending on being a Giraffe Titan. However, they now have switched it up a little bit. They've had some issues as far as getting that figure created. It is definitely still coming, but they are going to be releasing the initial model as a Yinlong, and that is insanely cool. I don't know any other company that has released one of those. They're going to be releasing this hopefully by the end of April, with the intentions of using the money from this one to produce their next few figures and allow us the opportunity to get Sanctum Archaic Stories versions of the Tyrannosaurus, and then of course the Giraffe Titan as well. So hopefully anybody interested in the success of this line will take part in the order of the Yinlong when it does become available, so we can help them to fund their future figures and allow us the opportunity to get many, many more releases from them in the future. As far as Jurassic Justin goes, we also have a look at the box art for the upcoming Scorpios Rex release, and man, he really has outdone himself. Like, his overall presentation is insanely awesome, and this box art is, in my opinion, absolutely just as beautiful as the Scorpios Rex figures that would be contained within. He has just been destroying it as far as his line goes. The Dimetrodon is definitely one of my prized possessions, one of the coolest figures in my collection. These Scorpios Rex figures look to be just as good, if not even better, than the Dimetrodon, and the box art again is absolutely gorgeous if you ask me. So hopefully this will be going up for sale very soon, and everyone will have an opportunity to enter some of these into their collection. As far as Toy Monster International goes, again a huge thank you to Josiah Leeton, but he recently has shared this image with me showing off the fact that we have some of the Jurassic World Dominion Captivz figures showing up in store already, which is really exciting. Cannot wait for that line myself, and it just looks so cool seeing all the different Dominion eggs here next to each other in store. Pretty much dying at this point to get my hands on some of those and see how nice they look in person. Also a huge thank you to my good friend Jason Litz for pointing this out, but there are actually two upcoming Pop Funko releases for the Jurassic Park line coming as well, and I will say it's been a little while since I've been all that interested in Pop Funko figures. I've never really been all that into them, but when it comes to the Jurassic figures, I was at one time trying to collect them, kind of gave up on it, and seeing these definitely has me wanting to kind of get back into purchasing them, because both of these actually look really cool, probably two of the coolest releases from the Pop Funko line that I have ever seen when it comes to Jurassic Park style releases. These will be, I believe, Target exclusives, so when these are available, I'll probably be picking these ones up because they're definitely a little bit too cool to resist. And then as far as Mattel goes, a huge thank you goes out to Collect Jurassic for this image, but we have a look at the Jeep Gladiator set in package here in box. Definitely looks pretty nice. I really cannot wait to get a hold of this one. I don't have any of the older RC releases for the Jurassic World line, so this is one I'm definitely intending on getting a hold of the moment I find it. We also have a look at some other stuff from Mattel, and that would be the box art for the upcoming Hammond Collection Baryonyx. You can see quite a few different views of this, showing off that the box art looks pretty nice. Honestly, I'm definitely a fan of it, and I think Mattel has done a good job here. Really can't wait for this release, which hopefully will be shipping soon from Target, and then of course showing up in store hopefully soon from Target as well. And then some more images from Collect Jurassic. We also have a look at the different click trackers in package, the different Atrociraptor releases, and initially I wasn't all that excited for them, and I'm still really not all that excited for them, but they definitely do look pretty cool, and seeing them in package, I really do want to get a hold of them. I don't know if there's something that, I would really review or not, but who knows, because they definitely look pretty fun, and if I can find them, I may just do that. But I figured showing you guys these images of them in box might help you get a little bit more interested for their release. And then a huge thank you goes out to Dino for this information, but we have this image here showing off some of the Goojitzu figures, but at the bottom of the image here we have a look at what appears to be some upcoming minis for the Goojitzu line, something that I had no idea was releasing. I unfortunately still haven't found the Goojitzu figures we see up there at the top. I know we have Velociraptor Blue the T Rex, the Pyroraptor, as well as the Giganotosaurus in that line. I haven't found any of those yet, but I'm hoping to find them soon, and if I stumble upon those minis, I'll definitely be picking those up as well. And the final thing as far as Mattel goes, and this is again thanks to Dino is the fact that we have some upcoming micro collection figures. We previously have only had 5 releases in this line, but we will now have an Indominus Rex, which we can see here. Obviously not all that accurate of an Indominus, but then again, none of the micro collection figures are all that screen accurate. And we also have a really cool Carnotaurus, and you know me, I love my Carnotaurus, so I will absolutely have to have that one in my collection. Again, some really cool micro collection figures coming. Hopefully these will be showing up at Dollar Trees, because that's pretty much the only place I know of that you can purchase those. But regardless, really cool figures. Keeping my fingers crossed they start to show up sometime soon so I can add these to my collection as well. So as of right now, guys, that's all the news I've got. When more comes out, I'll be sure to send it your way, but until then, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.